They were guilty of a face mask there. This defense that had a shutout last week limited Washington to 206 yards.
At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, at Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an interconference contest between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
That was really successful. There's the ability to run the ball. Let's see how that works.
On the Browns sideline, get a look at head coach Kevin Stefanski. These guys got to see the sights in London last week, but unfortunately unable to pick up the win. On the Steelers sideline, head coach Mike Tomlin. These guys coming off the bye week, so we'll keep an eye on it, Brock. Maybe a small advantage to them because of that.
With Brian Schottenheimer now taking over as a coordinator, and basically about 14% with Mike McCarthy and about 28% Dan Whiteson.
Scott and Brock, you were on the call with you today. Ball teed up and ready. And we're off from Acrisure. Johnson now on the return. Takes it up to the 25. For the Steeler offense, getting out there for its opening drive of the game. They're led out by one of the game's most tenured veterans and most decorated quarterbacks of all time, Aaron Rodgers.
As you take the field coming off of a bye week, you really want to take advantage of what you just did. The self-scouting, the evaluating of yourself over the early part of the season, and make sure you capture what you want to do and what you have to do over the rest of the season.
Running for the first time with Jalen Warren. He picks up 5 on that first down run, brings up second down. Warren once more. He won't be able to get past the line very quickly, Brock. They will be facing third down to begin this ballgame. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together,
coming and he's taken down. The Browns got him. A couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send them off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing them up with a sack, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
Fields this clean at the 30. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. And here come the Browns on offense, ready for their opening drive. And they're brought out by the rookie who was the talk of the NFL draft, Brock. First-round hype, but didn't go until the 5th round. It's Shedeur Sanders.
And all those touchdowns he had last week, Kate, he traded every one of them in exchange for a victory. It's team over individual for him. So even though he himself is coming up the exact type of showing you want, that kind of efficiency usually wins you games. He's happy about it. And he will be focusing on rectifying these things here.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Going again here, Sanders. That's the rookie from Texas hauling it in. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. And there's the stop after he drives this down in the 13. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Another one for Judkins. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action passes to come.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Browns get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0.
second 10-loss season.
For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
This is Andre Schmidt to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
It really is. You can watch him at the line of scrimmage. Sort of like watching Peyton or watching your players.
The Browns have it on the teeth, and they will kick it away here.
That's ways to go, right? All those different things.
Johnson with a return here. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their second drive of the game. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Keeps himself upright. There it is, touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers will reach pay dirt for the first time this game.
He was moving himself now as a pass protector as well.
Going after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers tie this game 7-7.
Seconds after this from AWS.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He fields it from the 8. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The Browns and their running back about to get back to work. And they haven't been shy about looking his way in the passing game, have they? You can see that so far this season, he's currently leading all running backs in receiving yards. 1st and 10 from the 32. Here we go. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's second down coming up.
Year 1 for Brian Shaw. Century in the NFL and finally getting his head coaching opportunity.
They give left side, Jenkins. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Now the extra blocking sure didn't spring that along the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, we called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Sanders now on 3rd down. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Into the house he goes. It's a pick 6 and a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT.
Go back to the last 5 minutes.
Extra point set right down the middle. The Steelers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
The last 2 games, destination Seattle and Washington. Fight. 2 catches in each game.
Hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Especially early on, because he's one of the best in the league. They get him the ball. Force him to it. 25-yard line. Nice run. 7 yards for the 32. You were great former receiver when he came in our meeting room. He said,
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
He and a deeper receiver and can play with you. Not good at the ball.
To the air, following that pick 6. He doesn't hold it up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. This is going to bring up 2nd down.
Could go wrong for him so far, certainly has. And so many times when we see QB throw an interception early, it just starts to get in your head. That little seed of doubt, that little thought that you got to flush of, what's going to happen?
He's in trouble, and they bring it down again. It's a repeat of the last play, and it's going to bring them to 3rd down.
I kind of feel like we're watching a welcome to the NFL moment for this rookie quarterback. Hey, kid, yeah, the rush gets here a little bit faster at this level than it does the college game.
So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. Here he goes, third and long.
Really treated me differently.
Missed that one, and he knew it. Put behind his guy, and now it's fourth down.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. An incompletion won't help.
Takes this drive, and Kevin O'Connell was very honest. He said, look, a big part of the rest of the season.
Has it at the 37. Gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of infield. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. They'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they reined it in for 6. So pass brought in. He's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
On second down, Warren. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. The Steelers have played to an early lead. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break.
And yet you continue to work that ball to him. Believe that Jefferson's going to make 2 or 3 of those plays tonight if you keep throwing those kinds of balls.
The opposite side, Jim Naylor scored the touchdown last drive, spent about 3 minutes in the tent with the independent specialist. He is okay. Heating pad on his back. He's back on the field now.
Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They start out with a 3rd and 9. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
You never ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Corliss Waitman out there again to punt this away. And he got under this one, but it's going nowhere, almost straight up into the air. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Browns returning their offense, and this running back to the field. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Hand off now to Judkins. He's going to take this down to the opposing 44. How about a big hitter, 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender, heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
Down the field takes more than a minute, so stoppage there. And the Steelers will take a timeout before the first and goal here from the 4-yard line.
Let's talk about the play call here, okay? So instead of it potentially being sad, from the Cowboys, they can bring 7. So they can play a normal defense.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot.
Instead of just
On first down, here's Sanders.
Let's give my guy a shot.
Terrain, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and brings up 2nd down. You never want to overlook those Mike backers when you're throwing short blocks. So often it's those guys, not the corners or the safeties, that are going to be the ones in there breaking those up.
Yeah, and so often these linebackers of today, these middle linebackers, are just oversized safeties. They can really run and play the ball as he just did.
And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Good offensive drive. Okay, good play callers. Know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work straight.
So here's Judkins on first down. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down. That's a nice quick correction for this front block. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
That's caught. Here's Crenshaw Judkins. And this one does not go far.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Called in by Njoku, left side. Tackle made at the 10, 1st and goal coming up.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd down. It's the money down. And nice to see the roll of the dice to continue the series.
9 yards on that play, and they're just a yard out now on 2nd and goal. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Last touchdown was 42.
Let's go now.
They go to him again, and he does not get in. They stop him at the 1. Stop for no gain, and now a big 3rd and goal decision coming up.
All I can really say about that one, Kate, at least he managed to make it out of the end zone. Now staring at a 3rd down, at your own 1, yikes.
Defense made the stand last time. Do they have another one in them here on 3rd and goal?
Our big guys.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1.
That's what they did, right?
More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment.
Back Jones out this way. Touchdown. Excellent.
Turned away from the goal line on the last snap. Need to make it 1 more yard here on 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. And he's going to score a touchdown. Cleveland. The Browns earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns tie things up at 14.
There's just no reason.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Johnson now on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Pittsburgh in its offense, all set to go. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
Complete to DK Metcalf. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. First down. Here's Rodgers. And the Browns get there and take him down. And that side drives him in the wrong direction, farther ahead of this 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home that side.
Motion the tight end over. To throw, Rodgers. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. 3rd and long for him here. Ooh, puts some air under this one, right side. Trying to float that one in, and the defender's there for the interception. Denzel Ward makes the play. Man, not a lot of arms in the league can deliver that throw from half the field away. Unfortunately, it ends up with the other team.
Yeah, not many today, Kate, and I would argue not many in the history of the game. It's a short list. I'll put Jeff George, John Elway, Jay Schrader had an absolute cannon. But you also got to have the smarts to know when to unleash a rope like that. Decision-making, not nearly as qualified as the pure arm talent on that throw.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. Completed over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. Enough to move the chains. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its... 19. Sanders back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
That's right.
Sanders setting the pass. Finds the in route complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Back to throw it. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
Great area in the Dallas suburbs. A lot of restaurants lit up for the holidays.
And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
His quarterback involved in that place, getting over there soon. So,
all right, Kate, thanks very much. Week 6 is here, starting to get a little bit of a sense who the contenders are and who the pretenders are. Let's hop in. Our journey around the NFL starts now with an intriguing matchup in the AFC. And it's a guy who showed some surprising wheels as a rookie, Bo Nix. He had it working every which way. This, a rushing touchdown. He also had 3 passing touchdowns. The Broncos are hot. They improved to 6-0 with the win here. From there, we go to MetLife Stadium in Jersey. We'll check in on the Giants. They're hosting the Philadelphia Eagles.
If it stays this way, they'd be
and it's last year's Offensive Player of the Year, Saquon Barkley. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts hosting the Arizona Cardinals.
The only team like that. Buffalo Bills.
And this is Daniel Jones looking for and finding Michael Pittman. Beautiful throw to the back of the end zone. It's a touchdown. This one is now at halftime, and it's the Colts lead it by a point at halftime. And with that, a look now at the rest of the action around the NFL here in week number 6. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Fewer.
All night long, you're going to see Blake Cashman, 51, Eric Wilson, 55, and they're going to be right in the middle. And so sometimes one will blitz, the other will drop out. It all sort of depends on which way that center turns. If the center turns to one of them, a lot of times the other linebacker will blitz. You saw the Cowboys, though. They had a second option with the back right there.
Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. His return starts at the 5. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Browns back out on offense. They're running back headed out once again. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in, week out. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Sanders going to look to throw. On the left side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. He creates space. Take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Hand off headed left. It's Judkins. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partners, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I've got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback.
Yards with Davis, who remains the back. With Javonte Williams still out, as Melissa told you before. Mike Davis only 51 snaps coming into tonight's game.
This play, Mike, is just a part of it. Schoonmaker's going to pull right here. They're going to pull the backside. Tyler Smith, and that's
Browns are lined up to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first.
Until you stop that play as a defense, you're not going to see much else.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. They're coming up their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence.
A turnover or a disastrous play.
Yeah.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10.
It ends up the free runner, but you're exactly right, Mike.
Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
3rd down. Let's go back and get it off.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been a trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
That one is incomplete. Come hang on through the contact.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
He has it at the 22. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
Michael Parsons getting injured in the second half of that Denver Green Bay game. It's the hamstring. And Rams victory. Detroit was such a tough stretch. Last 3 hours of this Sunday afternoon. So the players get
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready, go.
They'll go play action for Sanders. Throw right side, caught by Njoku. Now a small gain up to about the 32. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. So 2nd and 6 coming up. Give, here's Judkins. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
It's a defense that even for the most veteran guys out there simply going to
Here we go.
1 yard.
60 Vikings.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Pass complete to Thread. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers, and he can find a completion just like that.
And he's down to almost, no, that's only going to give him the 30 here. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching paperwork.
Anderson's go here on first. That seems to play for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. so the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now first and 20. Back to throw. Here's Sanders. Short pass brought in. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz when he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns take a lead just before the end of the third.
Every touchdown's got its own story, but for me, Kate, that one's all about courage. Courage of that receiver to run all the way across the field. Courage of the quarterback to know it's going to take a little extra time. That courage paid dividends for 6.
And this is Schmidt for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7.
And team welcoming 2025-2026 graduating class of the Arlington ISD Art Program. Each student got a commemorative point. We honor their hard work. There's always a great
Browns have it on the team, and they will kick it away here.
Displayed here all month long.
Johnson with a return here. Oh, and he eats a hit to bring it into that, right near the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense headed out. And their touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
That's Josh Allen.
Rodgers from the gun. Throw left side, finds Johnson. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
We've been seeing a lot of this heavy on the front foot, tilted out to the left. He knows it. Everybody knows it.
So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter.
So is that stuff fixable at this level, at this point in a career for a quarterback?
Well, it was interesting. Josh Allen, many times we talked to him, and a lot of times it worked. It's those throws to the left, right?
Yep.
And so you see that a lot. And so that back foot coming off the ground, it's dangerous from an accuracy standpoint, but it's also dangerous.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
On that front foot, because if a comes in to your knee at that point,
they put Austin in motion left.
There's a lot of reasons when you
Rodgers off the play action. And Johnson once more. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a gain of 22. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. Play action here with Rodgers. Austin's there to haul it in. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
That back foot, they're going to fly up like a pitch. And that's really what it looks like.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Caught behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Offense going with a 4-receiver set, 3rd and long.
Jefferson, 4 catches and 15 yards in the last 2 games.
To the air on 3rd and long.
Exactly the same kind of guy, right?
Catch is made down the right sideline. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. On the line for another 1st and 10. Motion the slot man right. Trying an inside give to Warren. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
You know, from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call for the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And the flag comes in. That was a little more than pushing and shoving. That was punch throw.
Looking out of the gun. Here's Rogers.
Scott go back and hits
That throw behind his intended target.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Looking to throw. That one nabbed by Warren. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers now trail by just a point in the fourth. Kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth.
He was the one that got hauled off, but Jefferson stayed within the game itself and threw the additional yardage. And
so we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Browns and this running back headed back out for a new series. And as they get started, we get to see some of the first-year players who've taken this league by storm and are leading our race for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
But I would encourage our guys to block slightly after the whistle.
Here's Judkins to begin the drive. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Browns first down. New set of downs from 37. Play action, Sanders. Headed out right. Wheeled in by Njoku. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Running this is Judkins. He's going to have this one down to the 37. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. New set of downs from the 37. First down, and they go right back to it. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
First thing he wanted to do was find Jefferson on the sideline. He did. They embraced all smiles.
I like that. I really like it when those steps you keep on the sidelines and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Game to the 2-minute warning here with Minnesota driving.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Jefferson almost found the end zone. He was getting ready to do the gritty, but flagged that off. The original still the better version. This one didn't count.
Another gain to Judkins. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting better on that run. The Steelers calling their first timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Here's Judkins. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal.
Gifts under $20. Then save on Judy and more.
Right side, Judkins. And he'll pull his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Judkins. They're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
With dining benefits at over 10,000 Resi restaurants. There's nothing like that.
Drivers out there.
Hey,
That's why Progressive Snap personalizes your insurance rate based on your
See, you're not stuck paying for someone else's mistakes. Is there something wrong with my hair? I don't usually dress like this, but any chance to see.
And he won't challenge for the goal line. Stop made at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup on 3rd and goal. 4 yards shy for 4.
These plays is Eaton. Christopher Lloyd and Carroll Kane are swinging in for a stiff one.
And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this
These
final
plays
play.
Friday on NBC and Peacock.
Coming up on the Toyota halftime, Mahomes goes down and the Chiefs are out. We'll look at the race at the top of the
Game
AFC.
comes down to this
the
try
Bills
from
build up
Andre Schmidt.
another improbable
It's just
comeback.
21 yards down the pipe.
Maria, thank you. Yeah, it's such a bummer about Mahomes and the
Nails the
injury.
game winner. So the Browns will take this win home with them.
Unbelievable day
Man,
of
you were
football.
facing a
The
top 5
consequential
defense
games.
this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in